ආයුබෝවන් මේ උතුම් වෙසක් මාසයේදී උතුම් සද්ධර්ම පණිවිඩයක් අප හදවතට ලං කර ගනිමින් අපි අද වැඩසටහන ආරම්භ කරමු.
Wholesome children, friends in the Dhamma, meritorious friends. We are very fortunate to be born as human beings in this world. And also it is more important to be a human being and born as a human being in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Why? Because we are able to practice his beautiful teachings, and also we are able to listen to the teachings of the Buddha. So we all have opportunities to listen and practice the teachings of the Buddha. So that's why born as a human being in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation is very important. So, having considered about that, now you all know that, children, the month of May in the calendar is the most important month in our life. Why? Because there are three things were taken place in this month. Do you know what are they? Yes, you all know. That is the birth of the Buddha, and also his great enlightenment and his great passing away. These three occasions were taken place in this month of May. So therefore it is very important, this Vesak month or Vesak day, for all the Buddhists all over the world. Children, do you know how people commemorate the birth and enlightenment and passing away of the Buddha? I think you all know. Yes, many people, they practice various rituals and practices in order to mark the respect to the Buddha and also his teaching and also to his noble disciples of the monks. So people conduct various activities, such as they organize seal campaigns or seal programs, and also Bana, Deshana, Dhamma talks, and also Pandols, Thoran, and also Vesak devotional song, Bhakti Gita, and Bodhi Puja, and so on. So all these are taken place in this special month of May. And children, I want you to pay more attention on these practices. Do you know the Buddha, he asked us to practice two ways or two practices in our life. Do you want to know them? Yes. There are two practices or two offerings in Buddhism. One is called material offerings, Amisa Puja, and the other one is called practice offerings, Patipatti Puja. These two practices are very important for all Buddhists to practice their spiritual life or journey. What do you mean by material offerings, Amisa Puja? Do you know? Amisa Puja means offering things to the Buddha, material things to the Buddha, like flowers, incense, food, and some other types of pirikara. So all these are considered as material offerings. Why do we have to do that? When you practice material offerings, or when you practice Amisa Puja, offering of material things, it helps you in many ways. How? Because you know, when you practice material offerings, like all those things, you can gain lots of merits, right? Those merits will help you to be born in fortunate realms in the future. That is one benefit. The other one is that you can develop faith, saddha, in Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. So, if you want to develop your faith, you must practice this Amisa Puja, offering of material things. If you want to get a good birth in the future, you must practice material offerings. So therefore, Amisa Puja, offering of material things, is very important in our life, right? And let's talk about Patipatti Puja. Patipatti means practice offerings. How Lord Buddha asked us to practice? How Lord Buddha asked us to learn his teachings, right? There are 3 or 4 ways that contain in this practice offering. What is the first one? First one is practice of generosity. We must practice this beautiful way of donating things. We can donate things to people. You can practice generosity in your life, giving things to venerable monks, or giving things to poor people or needy people. In this way, you can practice generosity, right? And also, when you practice generosity, it helps you to eradicate your greed or love or attachment. And also, when you practice generosity, it will help you to gain a good birth in the future. So that's dana. And the next one, morality. He asked us to practice morality, sila. Sila, how do you practice morality? We had to abstain from killing. We should not kill any living beings. Instead of killing, we should practice love and compassion toward all living beings, right? You should spread your love and compassion toward all living beings in this world. So in that way you practice first precept, abstaining from killing. And the second precept, you should not steal something which is not given to you. So when you abstain from stealing, you respect the properties of other people, right? And you start hard working in order to earn your living. So you respect the properties of other people. So in that way you must practice morality. This third precept, abstaining from misuse of your senses. We should not use our senses to conduct some unethical practices like stealing or killing or playing games in the computer unnecessarily, in that way we should control our senses. We should not misuse them, right? And the fourth one, fourth precept, what is that? We should not tell lies. We should abstain from telling lies. When you abstain from telling lies, you respect the truth, right? And you become a trustworthy person in the society, and you will be respected and venerated by the society if you avoid telling lies. And the fifth precept is that you should avoid taking intoxicated drinks like drugs, alcohol, or other types of things. So you can be a very good practitioner of Buddhism if you can practice these precepts, right? Those are considered as moral conduct or moral trainings in our life. And after that, you must practice meditation, right? That's the last part, last way or last practice. Meditation, you can practice mindfulness meditation, anapanasati. So when you practice mindfulness meditation, it helps you to develop your awareness or mindfulness, right? Sati. So when you develop your awareness or sati, it will help you in many ways. You can study well, you can remember things very well, and also you can use that awareness to proceed to develop your wisdom, prajna, right? So after you develop your awareness or mindfulness, then you can practice vipassana or insight meditation to develop your wisdom. When you have wisdom, you can see the things as they are. You can understand the impermanence of everything. So these are the practices of Patipatti Puja, right? Practice offerings. So please, children, make use of this beautiful human birth to practice these beautiful teachings of the Buddha, and use your time productively to practice Amisa Puja and Patipatti Puja, and also make a strong determination, and please be determined to practice Amisa Puja, offerings of material things, and also Patipatti Puja, practice of offerings. So these are the good message and good things that we should do in this Vesak day. I wish you all the best and good luck. May the triple jump bless you all with Teruvan Sarana.